Traffic accidents are not just a danger for humans, they also pose a serious threat to animals struggling to adapt to urban life. Guided by their instincts, these creatures often find themselves in the middle of fast-moving traffic without realizing the danger. Their sudden movements catch drivers off guard, leading to unexpected and often tragic incidents. In today's video, we will show you real footage of the terrifying moments when animals face life-threatening situations on the road. Don't forget to subscribe for more awareness-raising content like this, and always remember to stay alert while driving. Let's get started. Which side will be at fault? The car took off like a rocket, and the result was a complete disaster for the poor sheep. The Jeep was moving at 60 miles per hour, and with the sudden appearance of the moose, a collision was inevitable. The flying car owner? Well, they lost a whopping $5,000 in the crash. In another scene, a car was attempting to overtake when, out of nowhere, a herd of buffalo stormed across the road. And the aftermath? Absolutely unbelievable. Seriously, how did that car even manage to get stuck there? The Harley rider had no idea what was coming. But what he didn't expect was a deer charging straight at him. Holy hog! Did anyone count how many times that thing rolled? Lucky for it, the big guy just walked away as if nothing had happened. A snake was risking its life trying to cross the road as cars sped past. Luckily, one of the tires just barely grazed its head. They say those who escape death often live long lives. Let's hope that's true. A pitch-black night, a car speeding through the darkness, and suddenly, out of the shadows, a massive herd emerges, more than 100 deer surging in the opposite direction, their glowing eyes slicing through the night. Their silent forms move like phantoms, creating a scene straight out of a nightmare. Do Texans really need another reminder not to leave the city at 2 a.m.? Feral pigs are most active at this hour, leading to an average of 45 such encounters each year. And what about this? A Tesla collided with a deer, racking up $9,000 in damage. This raises the question, why don't drivers spot these animals in time? On the Southern Shore Highway, a driver barely escaped serious injury after a late-night collision with a deer. This should be a wake-up call for the government. If signal lights are not quickly installed in high-traffic areas, these accidents will continue to happen. But it's not just wild animals. Stray dogs are also a major hazard for motorcyclists. Look at that man. He doesn't seem to notice anything. Wait a second. He just realized his wife is missing. Turns out she was thrown from the motorcycle during the crash, and he had no idea. And now, for another shocking moment. A cow suddenly rushed up from the bottom of a slope, leaving the car no time to react. The impact sent the cow flying, and as if that wasn't enough, a motorcyclist coming from the opposite direction was kicked by the panicked animal. Should we laugh or cry? In the state of Maine, 30% of all vehicle-wildlife collisions nationwide involve moose. While the exact cost of damages is unknown, just one look at the wrecked cars is enough to understand the severity. And what about this Ducati monster? It slammed into a deer at 50 miles per hour. How much do you think the repairs cost? Here's a bigger question. Did the driver fail to see the bear, or did the bear fail to see the driver? This incident in Colorado proves once again the need for barriers to keep wildlife off the roads, preventing potentially deadly accidents. Now, we take you to a heart-stopping supercar race. The entire audience is in shock. A wild deer suddenly darts in front of a speeding race car. The dash cam from the car behind captures the horrifying moment in full detail. Everything flies into the air like an explosion. The driver, relying on quick reflexes, manages to avoid a fatal disaster. But the deer, it returns to the arms of nature. And here's another insane moment. A bus is cruising along when suddenly, bam! A deer smashes through the windshield and lands inside. Unbelievable. The poor animal panics, frantically searching for a way out, while the passengers are left in shock. Every year in the U.S., there are over 30,000 vehicle-wildlife collisions, resulting in over $1 billion in damages. In poorer rural areas, stray dogs are still a common sight, posing a constant traffic risk. But an unbelievable scene just unfolded. A family of 3 on a motorcycle miraculously escaped unharmed. But what is the most dangerous animal you could encounter on the road? Bison. With their massive strength and size, they are both awe-inspiring and terrifying. When bison are on the road, all vehicles must stop, reminding us of the fragile balance between nature and modern life. But this buffalo has something else in mind. It wants to test its horns. Not a lucky day for this car owner. In Australia, kangaroos are every driver's worst nightmare. At any moment, they can jump right in front of your car. And the cost of each crash, an average of $5,000. And here's another mind-blowing moment. A car speeding through heavy rain, when suddenly, a deer falls from the sky. The impact was so strong that the front of the car caught fire. The driver had to wait 2 hours for the rescue team to arrive. For more videos like this, make sure to subscribe. And if you enjoyed this one, don't forget to leave a like.